Welcome to weeks 1 and 2. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, I'm going to share the screen so that we can see what is expected out of the first 2 weeks. All right, so the first thing that we'll do is we'll start here with your information here. Let me get to the right item here. Let's go to weeks 1 and 2. Okay, so here you have your beginning information. On each page, always look up close to the top here. You'll probably find one or more videos that you can look at. Since the videos are there, the links are embedded. Anytime that you want to review that information, you're welcome to do so. Okay, so let's go down a little bit here. We have our learning outcomes, all that good stuff there. The first assignment that needs to be turned in is your CITI completion report and SPD695 literature review. Okay, the literature review, you've already completed that in SPD695. Now, if you have not completed that literature review for 695, then we've got a little bit of a problem. So you'll need to contact me immediately. Let me know so that we can make arrangements for you to get that assignment completed. Okay, but let's take a look at what that city report looks like. So I am going to do a new share, and we'll take a look here. Now this is your city program certificate. All right, so you notice that on this, it's going to have your name on there. It's also going to show what you took, what course you took. You need to have taken the number 1, the basic course. You'll notice that there's a completion date, which is on this particular one, the date it's listed. Then you have an expiration date. That means that this certificate is good up to this particular date. So if this certificate has expired, then you likely will need to take the class again to get a new certificate. All right, then with your city completion report, then you'll find that that is 2 pages long. This gives the grades. So I need both of these pages. Okay, you need to upload both of those pages plus your certificate plus your paper that is do the literature review. Sorry about that. All right, so in the, let's go back to what we were looking at previously. Okay, so you have that paper there. You have required reading number 1. It says, read the following journal article posted in the course resources. This will be LESHA. It's Action, Research, and Education. Okay, so where are we going to find it? Well, it says right here, it's in course resources. So let's come up here and find course resources. So we'll go to the left panel here, and we will look down here, and about halfway down, you're going to see a tab for Virtual Office. Below Virtual Office is Course Resources. So when we click on that, then we will have all of the resources that are needed for you to complete this course. I put it in one nice, easy place for you to find. Okay, the first thing is your quick guide to topics, assignments, and grading. So when you click on that, it opens this page, which gives you a quick guide to what you're going to cover in this course. I highly recommend that you print that paper. All right, then the next one is weeks 1 and 2 required reading, which is right here, weeks 1 and 2 required reading assignment by LESHA 2014. Okay, so when you click on that, then you will get the article. The article will come up completely. You'll have the whole article there. Okay, now you'll notice that you'll have weeks 3 and 4 required reading. So that link will open up that journal article. Weeks 5 and 6, same thing. Weeks 7 and 8, same thing. Now, why is it important for you to open these up and to read them? Well, the reason for it is that each 2 weeks, you're going to have a threaded discussion. That threaded discussion is based on the required reading for that week. So if you don't download and read those articles, you will not be able to complete that threaded discussion. Okay, so as we scroll down a little bit, we'll see that there's a discussion thread rubric. So when you click on that, it opens up and it tells you how I'm going to grade your paper. So in effect, by me providing this rubric to you, I'm giving you the opportunity to tell me what grade you want on each of your papers. The way that you tell me what grade that you want is by looking at the rubric and then filling that need. So if you want the maximum points, then look at how you're going to get those maximum points. All right, and then you have assignment number 1, template. Okay, so the template is going to be there to help you. And I believe that if I do a new share, I can pull that up. All right, so let me go to the top here. You notice in the upper right-hand corner is a page number. Okay, they do your automatic pages on this. I'm thinking of maybe posting a video to show you how to use the tools in Microsoft Office. If I do decide to do that, then I will let you know. All right, so in the upper left-hand corner is going to be your running head. So please be aware of that. Okay, your title will go here, and do not write your title here, of course. You're going to write your title. Student name is going to be your name. Department of Special Education, National University. Let me back up just a second here to student name. Please use the student name under which you registered for this course. Sometimes people get remarried and they'll use a different name, and it's not on my records, and so I don't know who to give credit to the paper for. Okay, you're going to write SPD696, capstone project, then my name goes here, professor's name, and then the date. The date will be the date in which you upload this document to the course. Okay, it's not the day that you write the paper, it's the day that you post it to the course. All right, then you're going to scroll down to the next page, and you're going to put abstract in the middle of the page. Then you're going to start on the left side of the paper. You will not indent this abstract. In APA, you never, ever indent the abstract. You'll start off with these 4 words. This proposed study will, and then you fill in the rest. Okay, a good abstract will be 1 paragraph long with approximately 120 words. That would be the maximum. If you can say what you're going to say in fewer words, that's fine. Okay, but try not to go too long. Then the next page starts your chapter 1, the project design, and here you will have headings. You must use these headings. For example, you must use background of the study. Now you'll have an explanation here of what I'm looking for in this assignment. It says the background of the study supports what led you to identify your chosen topic for action research in a TK to 12 classroom. What is happening in schools to help students with special needs in the areas of academics, social skills, communication, transition, or behavior. Okay, so you're going to need to do some thinking about that so that you get that right. Notice it's TK to 12. You're going to notice that that TK to 12 appears many times on this page. The reason for this is that we're not doing a study about adults. These are not college students that we're talking about. These are not teacher programs. These are not teacher development programs. This is not professional development. This is strictly about students who are either pre-kindergarten to 12th grade. Any of those you can work with. Adults, no. Okay, and then you go through and just simply just answer those questions. That's all there is to it. Okay, and then of course at the very end you're going to have your references. Okay, so you double space them. You follow APA style format 7. You can use format 6 for the references. It doesn't matter. In this regard, they're both exactly the same. So when you're doing your references, keep in mind that every single reference has to have an inline citation in the body of the paper. If you do not have an inline citation, you may not use that information for a reference. Okay, every single inline citation must have a reference. So we go back and forth. And as a matter of fact, I do reference those things. And if I see a reference missing or an inline citation missing, I'm going to count that as an error. So please be very careful with that. Okay, so that takes care of that part. So I'm going to stop the sharing at that point and go back to the beginning, which I could have done if I'd been thinking about it. All right, so we're go back to weeks 1 and 2. We have discussed at this point the city report, required reading number 1. Lecture number 1 is simply reading the PowerPoint or watching the video. And then you have your discussion thread, which means that in the course resources, you open up that document there, that journal article, read it completely, and then answer the prompt. For example, it says, there are 3 ways action research can be organized according to the author. Which one works best for your project design? Okay, please only talk about one. Okay, why does this work best for your project? Does your choice reflect how you prefer working with people? And share with us from your own life experience. Okay, so you're looking at a good thread discussion. And discussing your own life experience is going to help others to respond to your post. Okay, so keep that in mind. Make your post interesting so that others will look at your post and say, oh, this one, I want to answer this one. Okay, so please do that. When you click on the discussion thread, then you navigate to the discussion board, choose the correct forum, please, and then post your information. And then afterwards, you're going to answer 2 of your peers. You're going to give them some comments. In the assignment 1, we discussed the template. You must use the template. Okay, don't try to create something different. Please use this one. It'll make it easier for you to fill the needs of the assignment, and it will make it easier for me to grade the paper. And papers that are easy to grade tend to get higher points. So keep that in mind. Then you have your additional resource. You have your SAGE research methods. These items are going to be helpful to you in you doing your own personal research. So I highly recommend that you take a look at those. Okay, so that covers the basics of the first 2 weeks. If whatever I covered, if you didn't understand it clearly, please feel free to communicate with me, let me know. I can explain it to you in a different way, and I can provide some help for you, okay? All right, so I wish you success in this first 2 weeks of assignments, and I hope that you enjoy the journey.